here. And we will get started in just a minute. And I think we are now live on both YouTube and Facebook. So good morning, everybody. So today is Friday. Woohoo! It's the weekend, and we are going to be doing a flexibility Friday. So today's workout will focus on stretch and strength. So go ahead and grab that yoga mat, kick off those shoes if you want to, put on spa music or whatever you want to have on the background. I was trying to add in another group on Facebook, but it's like not letting me do it. Okay. Your first donation workout joining us, welcome. We're glad to have you here. The way the donation workouts work is that they are free, but if you choose to pay for your workout, the Cash App and Venmo are provided for you in the description. And we appreciate all of your donations. So let's get started. Like I said, we're doing flexibility today. So kick off those shoes and pull out your mat. Look, I'll put my camera down a little bit so you can see my mat. And let's get rocking and rolling. It's my favorite day of the week. All right. Start with a nice deep inhale. Slow exhale, keeping that spine nice and tall. Again, nice big inhale. As you exhale, bend at the hips, keeping that back nice and flat till you get past those hips. Roll, stretch towards the ground. Each breath, try to let your body fall a little more towards the ground. Roll up slowly, stacking those vertebrae one at a time. Inhale up. Nice flat back, bend at the hips. I'm going to make sure I'm at the back of the mat. Go ahead, bend those knees till your hands are flat on the floor. We're going to walk it out into plank. We're going to hold that plank for about 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Push back into downward dog. Dropping those heels towards the floor. Keeping that back nice and straight. Dropping that head between those biceps. And if you can, we're going to lift one leg up off the ground. Keeping that back heel towards the ground. You're going to bring that ankle towards the left wrist. Put that back leg flat on the floor. Sit up nice and tall. Have these dumbbells holding my mat out flat. Good. We're going to walk those hands out in front. And come up, curl that left toe under, step back into that downward dog, pushing those heels towards the ground. Nice flat back. And we're going to lift that left leg. Remember, do as much as you can. So if this is too much, stay in that downward dog. Good. Bringing that leg through, ankle to wrist, or as far as you can, keeping that back nice and straight and tall. You want to make sure you're not leaning to one side or the other, so your hips are staying square towards the ground. And we're going to walk those hands out front. And come up. We're going to curl that right toe under. Step back into that downward dog. And then we're going to come back into that plank for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop those knees to the ground. Step back on those heels. On your next inhale, you're going to take that right arm, slide it under the left arm. Still sitting back in that child's pose. You're going to feel the stretch through the shoulder. And back to center. And go ahead and switch that left hand under that right arm. And back to center. We're going to come up, hands under shoulders, knees under hips, nice flat back. On your next inhale, pull that belly button to the spine, dropping that head between the biceps, making that back look like a camel's hump. And nice flat back. On your next inhale, pushing that belly button towards the ground, making that back look like the saddle on a horse. And flat back. We're going to walk those hands out forward. Lower those hips down slowly. Pushing up on those hands, keeping those hips in contact with the ground. Come up as high as you can. Go ahead and lower down slowly. We're going to grab that right ankle, stretching out that quadricep. If you can't reach the ankle, just pull it as close to you as you can. Go ahead and switch, lowering that leg down slow and controlled all the way to the floor. And lower that left foot to the floor, slow and controlled. Sit back on those hips, hips to heels. Roll up slowly, stacking those vertebrae one at a time, nice and tall. We're going to bring those feet out in front. Inhale up, nice tall spine. Exhale, keeping that spine tall. And again, inhale up. This time bending at the hips, pointing those toes to the ceiling as far as you can go. So if you can touch thighs, calves, or feet. Remember, each breath you want to lean into that stretch a little bit more. And leaving those hands where they are, point those toes to the wall in front of you. And roll up slowly, stacking those vertebrae one at a time. We are going to bring right foot in, left foot in. I'm going to turn to the camera just so you can see me for this set. Nice tall back. Let those knees drop towards the ground, bending at those hips, reach forward. Again, push those knees towards the ground, don't let them pop up. Each breath, try to walk those fingers out a little further in front of you. Really open up those hips, quads, glutes, hamstrings. And roll up slowly, stacking those vertebrae one at a time. We're gonna, in a slow 3 count, bring chin to chest. Remember, our back's nice and tall. Still focusing on letting those knees drop and up to the right. And center to the left. And center, and again, we're going to drop chin to chest. And center to the right. And center to the left. And center. Go ahead, we're going to put those legs back out in front. And we are going to step over right foot over the left leg. If you can, we're going to tuck the left leg. If not, that's okay. Leave it out in front. Taking your left hand, hug that knee. Right hand goes behind the back. Nice tall back, rotating. And back to center. We're going to kick that left leg out, switch. Left steps over right, tuck the right if you can, hugging with that right arm. Left hand goes behind your body. Nice tall back. And back to center. And we're going to go ahead and lay back on our mat. Bring those knees into the chest. Small circles to the right. Go ahead and switch. Bringing those feet flat to the floor. Take that left leg out, bringing that right knee into the chest. And if you want, I like to do a few circles with my ankle and foot here. Get some good range of motion and mobility through that ankle. We are going to put that right foot flat on the floor, arms are out, keeping those shoulders on the ground. Rotate that knee towards the ground on the left-hand side. Stretching out that back. And back to center. And if you have a yoga strap or a belt nearby, you can go ahead and grab it. I think I have one right here. If not, this stretch can definitely be done without one. But we are going to take that foot towards the ceiling. You want to push the heel up towards the ceiling. If you have the strap, you're going to put it right on the ball of that foot. If you don't, you're going to put those hands right behind that hamstring, and you are going to pull as close as you can where you feel the stretch, but it's not painful. Good. And remember to push through that heel towards the sky. Good. And we're going to open it up to the right. pushing that heel up towards the wall still, keeping both shoulders on the ground. And if you don't have a strap, so I'll let my strap go, you can support the leg a little bit by placing that hand under the thigh if you need to. And back to center. Go ahead, if you have a strap, switch hands and go over to the left, keeping the shoulders on the ground, still pushing through that heel towards the wall. Good, and back to center. We are going to bring that right foot to the floor, bringing that left foot up. Both knees come in. This time we're going to do circles to the left. And bring those feet down. Stretch that right foot up. Left knee comes into the chest. Again, I like to do ankle circles here. And bringing that foot flat to the floor. Drop that knee over, keeping both shoulders on the ground. And back to center. If you have that belt, we're going to put it around the ball of the foot. And we are pushing that foot straight up, pushing through the heel towards the ceiling, pulling it as close to us as we can where we're feeling a good stretch but not too painful. Good. And open it up to the left, keeping both shoulders on the ground, still pushing through that heel to the wall. If you don't have a strap, you can support that leg, placing a hand under the thigh if you need to. And back to center. Switch hands. Carry over to the right, still pushing that heel towards the wall. Shoulders stay flat on the ground. And back to center. We're going to bring that left foot down. Right foot comes up. Knees into the chest. Now we're going to lift those knees over the hips. Feet are parallel with the knees. Arms out to the side. We're going to go to the right first. Hold for about 3 seconds. And back to center. You're using those obliques to control those knees and over to the left. And back to center. Here we go. We're going to do that 5 times. Or I guess I should say 5 more times. And center. And left. And center. Should be getting a nice good stretch throughout the back and spine, as well as a nice good strength for those obliques. That's why I love this exercise. It's a stretch and a strength together. Halfway, we have 30 more each side. And center and left. And center. 2 more. and center. Last one. Good. We're going to bring those feet flat to the floor and take the right ankle, put it on the left knee, grabbing behind the left hamstring. You're going to pull it closer to your body while you're pushing that right knee away. You're going to feel the stretch in the right hamstring and glutes. Good, and bring that left foot down, right foot down, left ankle on the right knee, grabbing behind the right knee, pulling it towards your body as you push that left knee away. Bringing that right foot down, left foot down. Bring those knees into the chest. We're going to rock up, coming center. Inhale up, nice tall spine. Exhale, you're going to bring the right hand down, left hand stays up. We're going to lean over to the right. And back to center. And on your exhale, we're going to put that left hand down, leaning it over to the left. And back to center. Exhale, bring those hands down, keeping that spine nice and tall. Inhale up. Exhale, hands come down in front. And I hope you all have a great Friday, a great weekend. I will be back next Monday for another Lenten workout. Let us know in the comments, #live, #replay. Let me know how you enjoyed the workout. Also, be sure to invite your friends and family to join us. So whether you are joining us on Facebook in the group Creating Fine Feathers or on YouTube, thank you so much. And invite your friends and family and have a great weekend. Let me know if you have any questions. Bye, y'all.